Hey guys, it's Tuesday the 15th and I'm here to do your daily guidance. Surprise, surprise. So you know, like it's a big shock. Anyway, here I am to do your daily guidance. I hope you're all well. I hope I'm finding you all good. The sun is shining. Yoo-hoo-hoo! It's blooming freezing though. I've got the vest on, the jumper on, the thick socks on. Ooh, really cold. So yeah, how are you guys doing? I'm doing absolutely marvellous. Lots of new things coming up. I'm just so excited. Just watch this space, guys, because things are going to start changing. You're going to start seeing me live a little bit more. I need to be getting my confidence up, so watch out for lives. If you're not on my Facebook and you're just on my YouTube channel, if you look in the descriptions box below, you will find my page. So if you want to pop over and get a message, do pop over and come and see me. I need lots and lots of guinea pigs. So, right, let's get in. Let's see what we've got for today. Tuesday. What is the message for my Facebook and YouTube page, please? What is it we need to know today? What is the message? Oh, I thought my phone was ringing again then. Okay, I've tried to do this twice and my phone's rung twice and it stops it. So here I am again on the third attempt. And I've got a meeting, I've got a thing at 12, so I've got to get it done. I'm like, oh, should I even be doing this today? Because I keep getting stopped. So we'll see. If it gets stopped again, I'm not doing it. Right, Tuesday, what are we on, the 15th? Tuesday the 15th. Itch your nose. Itch your nose, spirits around. Let's just see. Yeah, so when I started this last time, I got a vision of a swan, a vision of a lone swan, just sort of bobbing about, actually, just like nicely, just being on their own and just doing their own thing and living life. I don't want to say as a single person, as a singleton. I don't want to say that because, you know, for me, usually I get two swans, don't I? And that's about commitment and being together. But this is like this feeling of commitment to oneself. I want to say commitment to oneself and commitment to knowing, oh, we've got to take the lead twice. Yeah, it's like, you know, being alone, and then I get the wolves, and being a lone wolf is not a bad thing, you know. You don't always have to be in the pack. You don't always have to be in the herd. You don't always have to be the one that's got people behind you. You can do things on your own. You're very... you can be very independent if you want to be. You can come out of that comfort zone. I think a lot of people are hiding at the moment in herds. Excuse me, I've just had some toast. In herds is how it feels, and it's about, you know, taking the lead in your own life. It's about, look, we've got two cards here on leadership, on leading, on you know, it's like this is about you taking the lead on your life, taking the lead on your emotions, knowing what you want, writing them lists, getting them checklists together, you know, what is it you want to achieve, where do you want to go. It's about you, if you are in a group, I want to say that you're still doing things on your own, but you're part of a group and you can do that. You know, you don't have to get lost in other people all the time. You can be a part of a group, but a part within that, achieving what you need to achieve for yourself. It doesn't always have to be that when you're in a group, it's all about what everybody else is doing. You can learn from them, but still carry on doing your own thing, because this is very much for me about you doing your own thing and leading your own life and leading your own expectations as to where things are going. The universe here are saying, you know, take that lead on your life. We'll hold you. We'll support you in this. And we'll support every move you've got, you know. But it's about getting that balance on, you know, for some of you, you may have always been a bit of a lone wolf, and maybe you're going to have to take that step out of your comfort zone, which is actually something that I've just agreed to do. It's about taking that step out of your comfort zone and trusting in what's in front of you. And I know that it's to trust, because that is me. That is a symbol for me that the universe has got you in your hands. You know, it's like a renewal of faith, like a renewal of moving forward. Both these cards have come out with the win-lose situation card coming in the middle. And what this is showing to me today is, you know, it's not about winning or losing. It's not about going with the crowd or being on your own. It's about settling in the middle. Yeah, it's about feeling comfortable in your own skin, feeling comfortable doing what you've got to do when you want to do it, and also having that balance of being able to, you know, move into them groups and thriving well within that, and then coming back to the middle and being all right on your own, you know, just teetering along. Or then there's that being in solitude side, at this side that they're drawing me to, which sometimes can feel like a losing situation, can't it? Because you're in solitude, you're on your own, you don't feel like there's anyone around you. But sometimes we have to go into that cocoon to become the transition, to become the butterfly. So also, which I did get some other cards out, and they had sort of the same as this, but obviously the phone rung, so I restarted it. But we also, in the cards that came out earlier, it was about solitude as well. So it was about having that balance between having solitude and having that time to work things out and feeling safe and secure on your own in that moment, to take that leadership role on yourself. Yeah. And knowing exactly what you want and what you do. And sometimes you have to take a step back for that. That doesn't mean, right? The other thing that they're bringing forward very clearly is that doesn't mean that you've got nobody because you decide to go into solitude. Do you know what I mean? There's a massive difference. So some people feel like they need to be seen to have a herd of people around them. They need to be seen to have lots of followers, lots of friends, lots of cards at Christmas. Do you know what I mean? I was looking at cards myself last night, and it's the first year I've had all these cards everywhere. It's only because they've come from school. You know, George sent 29 cards out, so we're going to get them back out. And it's like, you know, for the first time, I'm like hanging up a string to put all my cards on. It's like, where did all them come from? But actually, one thing I did think to myself, well, you know, there's been many times where I've been to someone's house and there's cards everywhere, you know, they've a couple of kids, and I'm thinking, God, they must be so popular, you know, wow, how popular are they? And then now when I've got a child myself that's just gone to school, I've realised that actually, are you that popular? It's just that your kids have got all these cards. So the point I'm making is that, you know, you don't always have to, for people to view you in a certain way, you don't always have to be a part of a group or a crowd, and people only take things on face value. So if you're quite a lone sheep, nobody actually knows that you're a lone sheep, do they? Unless you tell them that, you know. There's nothing devalues you to how many friends you've got, or how much, you know, how many people are around you, and how many people turn up at your birthday party, and, you know, all these things are coming up in my mind from spirit, you know. It's like, and they're wanting to say, you know, you're like, you're one eternal soul. You're one eternal soul. Do you know what I mean? A part of the whole, like, you're one eternal soul at this time, okay? But then when you leave this place, you're like a part of a whole eternal soul. You will realise that you are part of one big thing, one big thing. So, like, if you're on your own in solitude, you're never in solitude when you're in spirit, because you're not. You're part of one thing. It's, you know, unconditional love. It's this energy that comes around. But when you're incarnated into a body, you feel like you're just this one lone person, and that's not the truth. Okay? And I know for some of you that's hard to it's hard to take on board, but that is the truth. And this is where this solitude thing comes in. You know, like, when you're in solitude, you're not in solitude. You know, like, trust that solitude, trust that time to bring things in for you. It's time that's needed for your mind to evaluate things, and for your mind to discover things, new things about you. It's like meditation, isn't it? You know, I call that like solitude. When I go into meditation, I go into solitude, and the things that come forward are absolutely amazing. And that's because I give myself that space and that time to do what I've got to do. You know, for them to work with me, for me to work with them, etc., etc. So, you know, solitude is a good thing. And then that middle ground, which is where I see the swan coming in, of feeling very relaxed, where, you know, one minute you're dipping out of friends and the next minute you're not. That's the place you actually want to be most of the time, innit? Where, you know, people are influencing you, and people, you know, and then other times people are influencing you, but you're your own unit. You've got your own mind, you've got your own thoughts, you know where you're doing. So then we move on to the other side of the scale, where you're taking the lead on your own life. I do feel like they're asking you to do that at the moment, but it's more on how you view the situation that you're in, and how you view the people around you, and how you react to certain situations around you, and how you accept solitude, and how you accept, you know, having these friendships and things like that. So that's just how it's feeling for me. It's more like this, you know, learning about having these unions and having this time on your own, and how you sort of think, you know, with this win-lose situation, you know, like I say, some people have it in their heads that if they don't have loads of friends, then they're not worth anything, and then other people don't have any, you know, I'm not saying they don't have any friends, how do I say it? You know, they don't have many people around them. They don't have many close friends. They don't have many, you know, groups that they're in and things like that. But that's all right too, because, you know, if you're happy with that, it's a win-win situation. If you're not happy with that, then yes, it is a losing situation. But that's about you going into solitude then, working out what's going wrong and where you can make a difference there. You know, what healing do you need to do to move that forward? But if do you know what I'm trying to say, don't you guys? I'm sure you do. So yeah, you know, you're only losing if you're not happy in the moment you're in. Yeah, you're only losing when you're worried, overthinking, in anxiety, over questioning, being codependent, grabbing out for people and things like that. So it's getting yourself into that really good calm state where you're happy with everything that's going on around you when it comes to other people. You know, it doesn't matter if they're there, it doesn't matter if they're not. It doesn't matter if they're there, it doesn't matter if they're not. Quite good on my own, but quite good in a group. Yeah, that's the feeling that I'm getting from these cards, especially from the other cards that came out as well. You know, it's all the same thing. And they do keep showing me like a herd of wolves. And then a wolf that goes off on its own. And like packs, you know. Sometimes you have to step out of that as well, so this could be shoe on the other foot. Some of you may have been very comfortable in a herd, in a pack, and it's time for you to take that step out now and do some things for you, rather than doing everything that you do for everybody else and to keep you very popular, I want to say. But the thing is that's where this comes in again, because you might be thinking, I want to step out, but what's going to happen when I step out? You know, am I going to lose my identity? Does anybody know who I am? Is anybody going to speak to me anymore? Am I just going to lose all my friends? Am I going to lose my stability? You know, I usually shelter on other people, and then all of a sudden I'm going to have to stand up for myself. You know, it's that sort of thing. It's about you, you know, getting to grips with the fact that you can be a single entity or you can be part of a group. Yeah, it's not win or lose. It's about having that stable, flowing. I can do a bit of both. I can do a bit of both. I don't need anybody, and I also don't want to be without anybody. So I hope that makes sense. I hope that makes sense to you guys. Right, I'm going. Because I know I'm going to have to listen to it back and think, does that make sense? Am I getting my point across? It's very hard. It's very hard to do sometimes, but I'm sure I have. So I'm going. Please do like, share and subscribe, guys. Please do have a fantastic day, and I'll see you all soon. Goodbye.